Alright, are we started out? Is the timer ticking up in the bottom right?
Guys.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
This is gonna be the greatest video ever, guys.
That's okay, we have Sony Vegas and I'll trim it out. Unless I don't want to or if I forget.
Please turn it out.
Anyway. Wow, the lag on this my camera is a little painful. That's okay. When I get to, let's say, 25,000 subscribers and I'm actually making some money, I'll put some money into a better camera with no lag.
That's a long...
Good luck, friends. Alright.
10 people have already unsubscribed.
10 people just unsubscribed, yeah. Which would be like...
This video isn't even out yet.
Yeah. They know it happened, so they were like, nah, I'm done.
I felt this.
Alright, where are we? What are we doing?
Jeez.
No.
Last time, you had just dealt with the chimes. You went back. You dealt with the Myconid Queen, which is like a mushroom queen that was controlling things. And Davey woke up from his grievous injury.
Ouch.
In a small puddle of blood. You're just staggering towards the tower because you know that's where your party was heading.
Am I by myself?
What?
Am I by myself?
By yourself, but very close by. It's going to take you a whole, like, two... They picked a house that was right next to the tower so that you would be able to easily get to it.
That was nice of them.
Yes. So you stumble out. Basically, at the same time your friends are arriving back into the small sort of square in front of the tower.
What time?
You guys are there now. I don't remember what you were going to do. You tell me. There's light now in the cavern. There's some amount of disarray. You know that a lot of the enemy forces died. There's this new group of people that are helping you. Though you haven't seen them in a while, you told them wait for a signal. And then they would attack the central building. I see the glazed stares of confusion and doubt.
So there's a group waiting for a signal. I thought everyone else we interacted with had died.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm sure after the signal they'll all die.
So,
Thanks, DM.
from what I remember last time, we stopped those two Death
Yep.
Knights or whatever those were.
Yeah. The chimes.
The chimes, yeah. Death chimes. And
And I believe you put
Look
them
at the
back where they
notes.
were.
yes, and that's about how far we got.
Yeah.
And I don't remember having another group of people with us, unless that was the group that
No,
we saved.
they're not with you now.
Well, they're not with us right now, but they're on our side.
Yeah.
And that's the group that they saved from.
This is the group. These guys kind of just. What the hell are you doing with that bagel?
Just let her be happy.
Believe it or not.
I don't believe that.
Anyway, I think the group we have now are the
You got
creepy people.
You got no one with you right now.
No, like with us as in alive us.
Yeah, they're the people that offered an amulet to save Momo.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the people who offered the amulet to save Momo are here?
Mm-hmm. Those are the people that are supporting you.
When did they get here?
You were there. Oh, you know you weren't there. Were you not there that day? You weren't
No.
there that day either. Oh, that's the thing. They're the ones that showed up kind of out of the blue in the cavern and were like, hey, we're going to help you guys out just to, show that we're on the side of good.
And those are not the elves.
No. The elves have no interest in assisting you until you assist them.
Didn't the elves save Momo?
They did in the end. But these are the guys that, the weird guy that offered you that amulet that you would put it around Momo's neck and she'd be back to normal as long as she was wearing it.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, no, this seems weird, strings attached. So you said no.
That was in the other city.
The main city.
Oh no, yeah, the main city, which is Dawnhammer.
Dawnhammer.
I mean, hey, they're helping more than Renwald did, so
I don't know. Maybe.
maybe, or maybe they're just now getting on the side of the enemies, and it's all gonna be worse.
Sure.
Now we'll have to fight them and Visaga.
Right.
What about the prisoners that you guys fooled Visaga with?
The people that came to assist you have kind of sequestered them in different sections of the city. They're kind of running this little insurgent thing. So the city's basically in chaos right now. Henbor's like fires are erupting throughout the city. It's pretty chaotic. You can basically move through the streets fairly freely and expect not to get into too much combat. With the little resistance that you've created, kind of striking out constantly. It's been like it's been about a day and a half, and it's still like just ongoing kind of fighting.
Okay.
So what was our plan?
I don't know. I don't think you've ever had one.
What was our vague idea of what we wanted to do?
Well, you were thinking of taking out the Drow commander to further destabilize, but then you learned that they follow a pretty rigid command structure, so they would probably find a new commander fairly quickly unless you took out like the top 3 guys, and they wouldn't really know what to do. You also thought of doing something with that cave dragon, or you also thought we could just go attack Visago now.
You shouldn't fight.
That didn't work out super well last time.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I ever thought that, because that sounds like a horrible idea.
We should invite them to a feast as an apology, but then poison it.
Brilliant!
They'll never know
Mm-hmm.
what could go wrong.
All right. Where
These
do
are
we
the
go?
good ideas supplied to you by Roland.
Oh, where do we get all the food?
I don't know.
Don't worry
Dwarves.
about
We make the dwarves the food.
I can provide 1 meal.
What?
it.
Weren't you trained by dwarves?
Listen, it's been a long day. I'm tired. I want to go home.
I can also provide 1 meal of questionable quality.
Could be great. Could be terrible.
Am I with my party now?
Yes. Yeah.
Why'd you guys leave me?
You're half dead.
Well,
Almost 3/4 dead.
that's nothing new.
You make a good point, but you're really heavy and
No one wanted to carry you.
They almost released magic death chimes on the world, so I had to go help them get rid of it. That's why I left
stop
you.
them, help them.
Wait. Oh, what?
No one wanted to carry you. That's the real reason.
No offense. It's really heavy.
Oh,
She got
P.S. There was some question from Eric and Nia as to what the point of everything you guys are doing is. I would imagine that we've been playing about a year, so you might kind of forget. Know that there is an explanation coming.
We're here to kill the astral dragon, obviously,
Obviously.
and we're all the way over here
Yeah.
for the library, which the only way, which they said we couldn't get access to unless we maybe did this. So now we're here.
We're here because we murdered people and we're under arrest.
There's also that. Yeah.
Could have stood trial.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was not involved in that.
No, you were part of this group. You're involved.
I was held captive at the time.
You're always held captive.
You could make the argument that you being held captive caused that situation.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a very good argument.
Yeah.
Think if you had been
would be
there,
none.
you could have stopped us.
That's true.
Yeah, so really it's your fault. Basically where we're going with that.
Finally, someone to blame.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's his fault?
I mean, you've already killed enough people, so.
What?
What?
Huh?
What was the innkeeper's name in the town?
Something goofy.
Something sparkle pants.
Ding
no.
ding. Mc-
It's Truffle. Town of Truffle Dot. Flax Treewing.
Flax Tree Wind.
Yes. It was his fault.
Truffle dot.
Flax tree wing, ping ding. That's the same thing.
Payway.
Flax Treewing in the town of
Goof
Truffle Dot.
poof.
Goof goof. And poof goof.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the introduction of poof goof is going to happen pretty soon. Especially if we fight Visago anytime
Can
soon.
we get the map of the city
Yeah.
up so that we can at least start thinking about where everything is
We
in
invaded
relation
the city.
to where we
Oh,
are?
the map of the city. Sorry, that's a big foldery things.
Here, I will let you deal with this because I don't want to get food or anything.
Good. there's the Cool Kingdom map.
That tastes like a
damn.
$5
Where's
cup
the
of coffee.
Henbor map?
That's right.
It's under this table.
Oh,
Well,
Hold on.
we can,
get to it.
yeah.
It would just take some degree of effort.
Effort.
We'll just show you this undocumented part of it.
That's fine.
Alright. You're up here. Sago's here. What are you looking for? The cave dragon down here.
Cave Dragon's there, and is there anything else of note in the city?
There's the little justice center that you think the Drow commander's rolling out of. There's a couple of inns that are fairly large. There's that market area that you were at. Then there's some big government building that you were at. Then there's like a barracks and a storehouse.
Okay. And if we
Bunch of
called
everything.
our allies, what'd they say they would do? Would they come and help fight Visago?
Yeah, that was what they said they would do.
No, we're gonna go to the main building.
How many of them are there?
Somewhere in the realm of 40.
40 of them?
When you first saw them, they might have less now.
We have access to any explosives.
I have some stuff that goes boom.
I have a fireball.
We have the light. Kind of.
Let's set a trap.
What's the plan, great heroes?
Are we inside?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I am on death's door.
You've slept a long
been
time.
healing
You're
for a
back
few
up
days.
to full health. You've been unconscious for like 3 days.
If only that's how real life worked.
Yeah.
Let's keep this little spell with
I wonder what would happen if I shot you with an adrenaline dart while you were in a frenzied rage.
Well, I was what?
In a frenzied rage.
What's a frenzied rage?
You know, when you foam at the mouth and you kind of go crazy and you start punching people really hard with your sword.
I foam at the mouth?
Yeah, a little bit. It's real weird.
Hmm.
Your eyes kind of pupils dilate. I don't know what pupils are.
I don't quite know what you're talking about.
It's strange.
I would-
No one really
I would say
talks
I'm
about
a
it.
pretty level-headed guy.
No one really talks about it because it's like it's a little weird.
Hmm.
But I just want to be real with you.
If you say so.
You're kind of terrifying.
them. I could disguise the soul.
You also stole my axe, though, so...
That was like months ago. Doesn't count now.
Does it feel like months for me?
Also, I had my cool dwarf friend make you a nice axe.
Which was promptly lost.
Hey, once it was handed over,
I think.
Not my
Are you talking about the
responsibility.
shiny, glowy axe?
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah.
You have another newer one that is not as good, but similar.
I don't remember what it does.
It doesn't do anything special.
Well, I don't want it then.
throws it.
I can make us all look like a group of drow and Draugr. We could sneak up on the middle of city.
Could do it. Could do it.
Visago saw invisibility, though. Would he not be able to see through a what is it? Words.
Illusion.
An illusion.
Yeah.
Thank you. Weird voice in my
wow.
head.
I don't know if illusions are the same thing as because illusions make things actually visible as opposed to
Yeah.
seeing. Lots of if it's depending upon what kind of seeing it would be.
Is there any way to draw him out? Reliably?
I mean, honestly, if we stood out there and said, "Hey, Visago, we want to fight you," he'd probably come out and be really happy about it. He's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yes. That's true.
Could make a trap for Sago.
How would we trap the
Thinking
Saga?
like logs, just
What? Are you talking about like logs? Like swing in here.
Alright,
I've
let's
heard of
Home
this-
Alone this shit.
I've heard of this company called Acme that could work. They're very
That's a
far away
grocery
from here.
store.
Does your dad have relations with them?
Yeah, he sells some stuff with him. Mostly faulty looms that explode and kill people.
Oh, those would be useful to have here.
Yeah.
I feel like no one here wants to make a decision,
No one seems to.
especially with two of the party not here. It's just like
It's tough stuff. You could always just rest.
Burning oil.
That might work. We could gather recon.
yeah. See what the state of the city is after the
Maybe-
chimes.
Maybe we could sneak out of the city and talk to the cave dragon. I don't think there's any talking to a cave dragon though.
Yeah, it kind of helped them take over this place, but maybe it wasn't happy being taken control of.
So, what did Renwald do? How did he get involved?
He,
Mostly besides being really disappointed in us.
Where's the book? We can just give that to him.
What? Oh, I don't know where the book is. Probably under the table.
Yeah.
All right, we're opening the table. It's
No,
happening now. It's
no,
going
no.
down.
No.
I'm yelling Tinder.
No. I want to drink my coffee in peace.
You cannot.
Why must you destroy my happiness?
All right. This one is the first to go. Please. I have done it. I am the world's greatest.
No, that's my
Is
journal.
that
No, that's part of the things we need. So we're good there.
No, it's
That's it.
for my
Nope,
other,
we're doing great. Doing great.
for the other game.
Yay! Getting there. Getting better. Getting better. Doing there. We're doing it. We're doing it, friends. We're almost there.
No! Abort! Abort!
Keep going.
No!
It's too late now. Is there anything under here, please, God?
Just stick your
I
head
do.
in the
I see
pocket.
it. Get it, Sam. Get it.
Oh, there it
Woo!
Where's the Hindor map?
I don't know. Somewhere over here.
is. It's over there.
You can see it?
There it is.
Look at us being
Look,
adults,
posters!
doing things, saving people, hunting things.
Hunting people, saving things.
I remember that map. I
Yeah.
burned my hand on it repeatedly. Over.
So what the chimes
Over.
do is their death spirits being around them. It just fills everyone with this sense of like desire for death. So unless you resist it, you have to like do something to try to kill yourself.
I think it's further on. I think the beginning is Eric's notes for some other campaign.
Yeah, from a while ago. The little orange thing should tell you where it is.
Renwald, the chimes have been released. What do we do?
What do
We
you...
are in Hendor. They may still be here. Need help. Frowny face.
Frowny face.
So you are not in Northern Highlands dealing with the giants?
We are such assholes.
So what you're saying is you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
There were circumstances beyond our control.
Solid.
You get to the part where he's like, "Dear morons."
Yes.
To be fair, we
So
tried.
he
to
was
do
not
the
really
right thing.
involved. I see.
He came here and said
Did he?
hi, and then told us to go fix the mistake. Wasn't he the one who gave us the symbol to put on their backs
Yep.
that shut them down essentially?
Did not tell us where to put the symbol though.
Yes, he didn't tell us where to put
Or
the.
what to do with it once we put it on them or anything
Which-
like that.
Also, we found out that if we were to destroy them, he also dies. But
We'd have to destroy them.
yeah,
Who also does?
Renwald.
There are 3 death chime things.
Renwald is one of them.
Rikani,
Renwald
Centrosi,
is-
and Vasi.
Renwald is bound to one of them. Well, it's bound to him. It's how he's basically immortal.
As far as you understand, it wouldn't kill him. It would remove one of his, or perhaps his only ability to be immortal. Since he's tied himself to a death spirit, he is able to reverse the effect of death on himself, so he can stop himself from dying.
And how did that come about?
It isn't clear. It happened so long ago.
No, like, oh, you did it.
I said their names.
No, how'd you know their names?
They were written
Written
on.
on. These are like naked bodies that have a bunch of symbols carved into their
Don't
flesh.
worry,
It's
they-
pretty nasty, but
They have plenty of signs now that say "Do not say these
yeah,
names."
they've made some signs and put them up on the bodies like,
Caution!
stay away, don't talk to them, don't say these words.
Couldn't
Somehow,
you have just burnt the bodies.
could have done
I mean, they're still there.
that. Yeah,
The
your meters
spirits,
from them right now.
the spirits are just bound
Spooky.
to the corpses, though.
So if I were to say those words right now, would anything happen?
Let's not figure it out.
Seems like maybe my party should warn me to not speak these words. If that would do something.
You aren't in the same
Don't
plane
say
as
those
them
words.
right now, so saying it wouldn't matter. You're not near them enough. You're meters away from an entrance to their little home. If you were there and you said the words, who knows what would happen? Only one way to find out.
I start drawing a symbol on the ground.
What is the symbol?
You know the symbol. The one that takes you to the room.
Got it.
I kick it out of the dirt. I'm like, listen. We learn nothing.
Was I conscious during this?
No, not during this little event.
So I don't actually know what they're doing.
No, Peeves just destroying my artwork.
This is Roland displaying some fascinating knowledge of magic for the first time ever.
It's a terrifying place. I don't want to go back there.
Had a wall of that. Just,
Oh yeah. Are you the one to put your hand on it?
No,
that's-
That was yeah.
There's a death wall in there that will crush you.
Why don't you all just go there so you can see it and say their names?
So,
I'm okay.
actual ideas of moving forward, as crazy as this is, we have the Drow Commander, we have Reconnaissance, Visago. Any other ideas?
Cave
We could
dragon?
set fire.
Cave Dragon. We could set
Just-
fire to the town.
Just burn down their whole city. That sounds like
Like
something
Rome.
we would do.
We can build it back again.
We could smoke out Visago. Although I'm assuming all the buildings are made of stone.
Yeah, it's a good assumption. Like
Literally,
90% stone.
All we would have to do to
99%
get
stone.
Visago to come out would be to be like, Visago, we're doing something fun. You want to watch? And he would just fly out. And
Well, let's do that. Let's bring him
No.
inside where we have exploding.
He doesn't seem to
Strap.
be able to get in the tower.
oh yes, he can't get in that tower.
What tower?
Are we in the tower right now?
You are in the tower.
Well, let's go into a house or something.
I sit in the kitchen and let the things bring me food.
They bring you food.
Awesome. Sandra's eating. Drinking coffee. What time of day is it?
To describe this, you're in a wizard's tower, the only wizard's tower in the city. It seems to be of different construction than the rest of the city, and also extremely old. Older than most of the city's buildings.
Are the wizards in the tower?
There aren't. There was a shaman. They killed him.
Who's that?
Not me. Those two.
No, why would you go and do that?
He was not a good shaman.
Yeah, he was
You're not a good
Dorgar.
paladin.
He was a Dorgar. He was evil. He was like
Summoning
Trying
chains
to-
that were cutting us.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is big sure.
it was weird.
So the first floor is like a lobby. Second floor is a kitchen. If you sit in one of the chairs around the kitchen table, it animates
Is
and
there
brings food to you.
a basement?
There is. There's a big mushroom in it.
There was a big.
There
There was a big mushroom in it.
And hilarity ensued to get it out.
Yes.
What did you do with it?
I became big. And
Dimension
teleported it out.
toured
Dimension doored it out.
How big?
So giant cat,
How
giant
it.
mushroom.
Like 12 feet tall.
And that's when Renwald showed up.
Conveniently.
You tried to trick me. Didn't work.
Do you have any of that potion left?
Yes. No.
You don't. Just pretend it never happened.
Make me 50 feet tall, please. I will
Just
kill
50 feet
Saga
tall,
by
yeah.
squeezing.
Your
Still
heart
sad.
will explode.
It's volatile. I drank a quarter of it to grow to really big size.
Yes, I would drink a lot of it. We
See,
can
I'm
find
not
Visago.
really good at making potions, so
Practice makes perfect.
How much explodey stuff do we have?
I could try to make some more potions. But that might just explode us.
Are there any like big ornamental statues where that have like big weapons?
In the city, maybe somewhere you haven't seen one.
Okay.
You're talking like Gondor, big
Yeah.
statue with a big sword.
Just
like
get a
God of War.
stalactite.
I'm just saying if we give Davey like a quarter of the potion and
Yeah.
have him grab one of those, you can just attack the
Attack
central.
the central building, just smash it down.
Yeah.
You haven't seen any statues with something like that. Doesn't mean they aren't there.
Visago's a demon, right?
Yes, he's a demon.
So he's weak to holy water?
Yes, he would not like holy water,
Is there
as
like
far
a,
as you understand.
like a holy ichor?
Holy ichor?
Like
we
demon
want to
ichor,
make a
but holy?
Jesus bomb.
Yes.
It's funny. You do have stuff, don't you?
We do have stuff. I have,
Actually, a lot of
I'm like looking through my bag of holding. Like, ugh, no, not that. No, not that. Ew. Why do we even have some? I just like pull a sandwich out that's like 4 months old and throw it on the ground.
Would it still be fine?
No,
Oh, the bag of
Think-
holding that way?
it doesn't maintain things. If you put something biological in there, it'll rot.
Yeah.
This sandwich that's 4 months old, it's growing a lot of stuff, and it's also like a little slop. It makes a little smacky sound when you put it on the ground.
Yummy.
Yeah, tasty.
I have angel tears and angel blood.
I feel like we don't want to say we have either of those things.
Huh? When did you guys get those?
I have fish tears and fish blood.
Excuse me, I don't think that's what you said before.
I have nothing.
Oh, yes. We don't know what it is.
Did
Eddie,
you guys
why do I
find
get the
something?
feeling you're hiding things from us?
Because they're scary and I'm not supposed to have them, but it's better than them being in the hands of the people taking over the city.
Where'd you guys find them?
In one of the rooms in here, I think the shaman was trying to do something horrible with them. We couldn't really figure it out.
So you just killed him before he could do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Are angels
It couldn't have been anything good.
holy?
Are angel tears holy?
Yes.
very.
Do you know what they do at all?
Majorly hurting a demon holy?
You don't know.
We have no real knowledge of what the tears do. They're so illegal that pretty much all knowledge of them has been destroyed or hidden or...
Are they like actual angel tears
Yes.
or?
Read it. These items have descriptions that I wrote.
I'm trying to be in character!
I'm sorry. I'm a failure as a DM for trying to stop that.
So... The angel blood, I know, could probably damage them, but I don't think it would do a lot of damage. I want to try to combine these into something that could maybe be really horrible for him. I also have demon blood, but, you know. That's a fairly less illegal item to
I
have.
am a little curious what they actually look like. I would actually like to read descriptions.
Read them. For all.
Hardened into tiny crystals, these tears can only be gathered in places where angels have felt great sorrow or pain. So cursed are these that all practical knowledge has been stricken from history. Angel blood. Thick red liquid in a thick glass flask. The flask is unnaturally warm to touch and glows with a faint light. And demon blood. Viscous green and black liquid. The flask is cold to touch. And seems to exude an aura of shadow sprinkled. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Did we find a, We found a journal that the shaman was writing in, but he didn't really outline any of the things he was doing with these items, did he? I don't remember what it said we found in his journal. I know he was talking about not wanting anyone to find that secret place where the chimes are. Him trying to figure out what the place was for.
What place was it?
The place where the chimes are. The little pocket dimension.
Well, obviously for keeping them there.
Yes. Yes. We learned that lesson. I could maybe take some time to research what I could do with these 3 items that could... I'm hoping for something that can just maybe destroy Visago almost immediately. That would be great. But I don't...
While you're doing that, Momo and I can go on, some of us can go on reconnaissance, look around the town, see what the state of it is, because if I recall, the chimes were killing scores of them.
I mean, really, they are killing themselves?
Yeah.
It's like the question of why are you killing yourself? And the one who was asking was the chimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the way the chimes work is being around them just makes you want to commit suicide in the quickest way possible.
The guy that was bashing his head into the side of the tower over and over again, that was the quickest way he could think of to kill himself.
The less smart you are.
So how big does this potion make you?
Depends how much you
Quite
drink.
big.
Well, he drank very little of it.
Big enough to just
Yes.
grab maybe like a giant bat
And squeeze.
and squeeze.
I'm sure if you drank all of it, the rest of it, you could probably do that, but I don't know what it would do to you. You could just die from organ failure, from being that large.
What are organs?
The gooey stuff inside your body.
You've seen it when you split open other things.
Yeah. There's some stuff that looks like spaghetti.
Oh.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
You're referring to battle pasta.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. It's great that you have your own name for it.
Those can fail?
Yes.
I thought it was only you stab them.
They
Well, when
never
you get
failed me.
so large, they have a hard time, like, keeping you alive. The battle pasta can become overcooked and soft and disgusting.
I think it would be okay. I seem to be able to recover great injuries over.
Seemingly
The
just
course
days.
of 8 hours.
Yeah. This is definitely an option. It could also just outright kill you. It could explode in your hand. It could
We tried it on a spider.
create a tear in the space-time continuum and destroy us all.
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Space. Time.
Space pasta.
Crumbindulum.
Yes. Yes.
I think Addie's going mad.
I agree.
Someone take away that bag of tomatoes.
Just saying.
Well, I suppose we could just sit around here and live our lives for the rest of eternity.
You know,
I mean, I really enjoy this kitchen. Look, what? Bring me granola.
It brings you oatmeal.
Close
with
enough.
Fruit.
what's this thing bringing your stuff?
The kitchen creates food and water on its own and makes meals for you when you sit down at the table.
Brown
breakfast
sugar, please. Cinnamon?
That comes.
Yeah.
Caviar?
Bring me live lobster.
Oh,
That does not happen. It's breakfast time. It seems to be gated by the time of day.
get a bagel with lox.
No. You can have a bread with some salmon on it.
Bring me
So I see the bread with salmon. I ordered that with the sad milk.
Yep.
Nice.
Both come.
Milk
Me
and a dish.
an egg,
An egg
an
comes.
uncooked egg
An uncooked egg comes.
with a baby chicken in it.
Okay, that doesn't come.
What are you trying to do?
We have this great potion.
Oh god, we're gonna make a giant egg What the
I
A
wanted to make a giant
chick erupts
lobster.
from the. A giant lobster.
Wait, there are the salamanders outside of the town.
Oh,
They do have the thirst for dwarven blood now.
We could bring one of those.
That's so horrible.
Put
You
it.
can talk to animals, right? You have great animal handling. If
Yeah,
we
he's
wait
pretty
till
good at it.
nighttime, get a lobster, make him giant, and then communicate with him, you might be able to kill the saga.
You're pretty good with animals too, right?
He's got big
Is
claws.
that one of your little powers?
I can try and befriend him.
I have decent survival. That's like the closest thing to animal I have.
Gotcha.
I'm proficient in animal handling, but
I am as well.
nothing crazy. You ever use that animal handling potion I gave you?
No, I've not.
Well, if we're gonna make a giant lobster, I'd say that's the time. This all hinges on us maybe making a giant lobster.
Also, the potion didn't make them tougher; it just makes them bigger.
Yeah.
Seems rock solid.
But lobsters are tough, Fox.
They
have a hard
are-
shell, and if that shell grows thicker, you won't even be able to penetrate it.
The logic is flawless. You can't deny it.
I don't know which part of it grows bigger.
And I don't know if you've ever eaten lobster. I sure have, but they do not have battle pasta inside of them to go wrong.
Again, this is the greatest plan I've ever heard.
I haven't had lobster. So
This is going well.
Oh my god.
current option, just summon a giant monster.
We could make the cave dragon even bigger than it
Ooh,
already is.
If we can befriend the cave dragon.
And then make it 3 times its size.
What could go wrong?
So it's as big as the building. That would be great.
And just be like, sit, cave dragon, sit.
How much of this potion do we have?
3/4 left. I used a quarter to make myself.
There's none left in the tower.
She's
could
the
make
one who
more.
made it.
Oh yeah.
She made it with old ingredients.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Can it bring me a snail?
Oh.
It does not bring you a snail. It is breakfast today.
Battle snail. French
Battle
snail for breakfast.
You can have snails at other parts of the day, and that's more acceptable.
Escargot.
Escargot.
But it would be cooked and dead.
Yes, it would.
Not if you order
Let
it.
Davey figure that out on his own.
You just gotta order it live. It's a delicacy.
Ooh!
No, you order it dead, but then you interrupt the kitchen before it finishes. Can we see where the ingredients are coming from?
No, they don't seem to be coming from anywhere. What seems to happen is several ingredients are made. It gets put on this silver platter. A little one of those little domes comes over, and then the dome plate kind of flies over, sits in front of you, and as the dome pops off, whatever meal you ordered is there, or whatever meal it provides at that time of day, rather.
Can I just dip my finger in the potion? Just a little dab.
I'm keeping that away because this is the last time we used a single drop on a spider it grew. It's actually our size.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
It's quite volatile.
It might just shrink you down until you're a couple inches tall.
we can sneak in
Right.
without Saga being able to see us. You
Still
won't-
as strong that tiny? Like he become Ant-Man?
It became a giant spider, so it got a little tougher. Yeah.
So it makes you tougher.
It's very volatile. The experience you get each time may not
be the same.
be the
as last.
same.
You all drink a quarter. Or no.
Surely something good will happen if we keep trying it.
I can't do math.
If 3 people drink a quarter of it, there will be none left.
I know that.
That's how 3/4
That's
works.
not technically true. If we drank a quarter of the maximum volume,
Oh,
yes. But
that's-
if we drank a quarter of
that's
what's
fair.
left, we'll never run out.
That's true. Well played.
Your character is dumb. You wouldn't know that.
No,
He's actually
very
fairly
smart.
intelligent.
I just never really had an education.
Oh. Let's make fun of him.
I think he's. I might be one of the less smart people here. Is that wrong?
Debbie.
What's your intelligence?
11.
Oh, you actually might be one of the less smart. What's your intelligence rolling?
I think it's a 12.
Wow.
It's much different than the other part.
It hurts. Yeah, much different.
My character is the exact opposite of my other character in Strahd.
Spend some
You spilled.
on your sheet. Just letting you know.
How is your whatever this coffee is?
It's very good.
You like it a lot? Here,
Yes.
have some more.
You don't like it?
It's disgusting. I hate it. It needs sugar. It needs all the sugar.
Do you have your tea black or with like cream?
I usually do a little sugar.
But no cream. Sugar.
Sometimes cream, depending on how I'm feeling. We only have the powdered cream, like from the office.
We should switch to that.
So that's what I use. And
It feels wrong.
yeah, kinda.
We used to have like little packets, like packets,
We have those too.
and
But-
we got rid of them.
Yeah.
We have fancy coffee machines now. They make like vanilla chocolate, hot chocolate.
Wow. I have not got those at all.
Are you an 1111?
370.
No.
Oh.
It's the only good thing.
I know there's
about
French
that place.
vanilla in
What
the
is
new
it?
ones in
The coffee
1111.
What are they?
They're
Yeah,
like-
we have
I
the
have
big
a- I have
fancy
a-
machine.
I
They're
have
the
a little
beans on
Flavia.
top.
It's called a
Yeah.
Flavia. It's about this big by this. It's like a big Keurig,
Hmm.
and it makes
But you have this.
okay stuff.
We have a giant machine that's attached to
in
like
the cafeteria.
Yeah.
different
No,
tubes.
well, some
We don't have
and
that.
powders
Ours
and
has one
coffees.
tube.
The one
It's
with
for
the
hot
3
water.
little rows of
You can get
beans,
3
the
different
touch
kinds of
food.
coffee, 3 different kinds of flavoring. You can get like hot chocolate mix.
Yeah. Okay. Calm down the bragging. Okay. My coffee machines suck. Yours are good. I got it.
We have the fancy ones.
You did it.
We got rid of normal coffee machines though, and the office almost rioted. Because there are people like making their own coffee, and that got taken away.
Yeah, I wish I could make my own coffee. I'm actually bringing this in so I can do that. At any rate, I would like to study these ingredients that I have and see if I can find anything in the tower that will help me make sense of what I'm supposed to do with them or what I can do with them.
Sure. You're going for discovering new abilities of something that you have very little knowledge about, and there isn't any recorded knowledge about. Where are you going to try to research this, or are you just going to take some of your stuff and just do stuff with it?
No, I'm not going to try to make anything with it. I want to try to figure out what the shaman was doing with them because he
He didn't seem to have like an ongoing project. He just had them in his store. In his stores, not like a store, like selling things, like a storage.
You have vials that will inject things in people, right? After you shoot them.
It's true.
Mhm.
We should fill those with holy water and then shoot the saga.
Not a bad idea.
Can
Like
you
to
make
go-
holy water?
I start making holy water.
Can you?
Can I?
Do you have the bless spell?
The bless though.
He could just pray over it and
No,
dunk
I'd
his
like to
hands in
There's
it.
definitely like a specific spell for this.
Base.
Put his face in
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna touch every wall and look for anything secret in the basement.
It's
In the
definitely-
basement, like in the underground area.
Yeah, isn't that where he goes? Well, there's a basement, right?
Yeah, it is a basement. It's
basically
where the
like a-
mushroom lady was.
It's basically like a
Mushroom lady.
dirt room.
Yeah,
though.
the mushroom queen.
I didn't know it was a queen.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a big mushroom.
it is. It also has eyes and can talk.
Is it still there?
And she has
No, it
legs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down there and investigate.
Yeah, you
Her
investigate.
children
You
are
find a
still
lot of edible mushrooms.
You're probably eating her children. It's
It
fine.
seems like this room was dug out specifically to put her in it.
Oh.
Like it didn't exist prior, and someone like dug it all and made it usable, and then she was put there.
Is it dirt?
Yeah. Dirt and rock, very rocky dirt.
Ooh, yes, I do have bless.
Then yes, you can create it.
Bless it with
Kitchen, I would
think
like
it's
a very
less.
large bowl of water, please.
A large bowl of water comes out for you.
Behold.
Looks
Corn.
so similar to a bowl you've seen before. Perhaps one you don't your hat in.
Get away from it. Oh, you're downstairs.
I sense a bowl.
I sense a bowl of holy water.
I immediately check my hat for dirt.
I'm not sure.
Has some.
Stay away!
It could use cleaning.
We need another bowl of fake holy water. A
The kitchen
decoy
is
bowl.
unsure of what to do.
Kitchen has an existential crisis.
This is like,
Toast just starts flying.
it just starts shooting out of the sink.
We break the tower.
Bless does do that, right?
Bless does something, but not doesn't mention holy water.
There's one spell that mentions holy water. I don't know what it is, I guess.
Is it even in this book?
Yeah, definitely. I've read it in there before. I just don't remember what it is.
Boy, good thing they have an index, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, an appendix. The index would be at the beginning. What is a holy nimbus?
A cleric or paladin may create holy water by performing a special ritual. The ritual takes 1 hour to perform, uses 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver, and requires the caster to expend a first level spell slot.
There you go.
I make holy
Holy
water.
water.
I start pounding my silver coins.
Is that just
You
a
create
thing
It's
you
like
do, or is it
silver
Yeah,
dust
it's just
to
like a
easily
thing
create.
under the holy water like item that you
Okay.
can do.
Okay.
I don't think there's a spell,
The
like
more
a
you
special
know.
spell.
The more you know. You create some holy water.
Nice. I just realized I have a database of dead arms on my computer. I forgot about that.
What?
What?
database of dead arms? I was making sure
Like-
I
Are you a
heard.
serial killer?
Like
No,
literal arms?
So,
ARM processor.
no. Remember?
Oh, your capstone.
Yeah. Our thing was the guy wanted to test for osteoporosis, and so it would be by vibrating bones. Anyways, he had a bunch of dead arms around, and he just gave us like a list of everything about the dead arms.
So watch Sam.
Did you get to mess with the dead
We never
arms?
saw that.
Yeah,
Aw.
it's just data.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
Our capstone project was with living people, not dead. Also, their client was a weird ass dude.
Yes.
It
You
sounds like
think?
it.
He was also kind of a dick.
Yeah. He corrected and like criticized other projects that he wasn't a part of during their presentation.
Nice.
Nice. Quality dude. Weird conversation. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah,
Sounds interesting to me.
dead arm guy.
Sounds right in line with your character.
Yeah. Seems like the perfect thing that Roland would have lying around.
What's at the
Are
top
any
of
of
the
the arms
tower?
children? Or
don't
women?
remember.
That's Roland's favorite, right?
Kata.
Kata's favorite.
What's at the top of the
What's
tower?
at the top of the tower?
It's a symbol etched into it's like a lighthouse kind of thing. A symbol etched into something. It releases bugs, little lightning bugs that create sunlight, and they attach to the top of the cavern during the daytime and leave and go through the tower at night. Seems like some kind of spell that helped people see
And grow things.
and grow things. So that's working again. Drow don't like sunlight, so
Yes. It was outputting a spore from the
Right.
Myconid queen, and we kind of fixed it.
yeah. So
And they hadn't come looking to.
oh, they came. They all killed themselves.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. That was disgusting and bloody. Did you not see the guy with the busted open
He just got.
head battle pasta
He just woke up.
everywhere?
Oh,
I don't think I did.
there were still
Was he in
corpses
the
littered
tower?
outside. Yeah.
I'm used to that. That's-
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
probably
he
not
never went
really-
by the tower though.
No, he walked into the tower. You're all sitting in the tower right now.
Oh, we're all in the tower. Okay, never mind. He
Yeah.
would have seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you walked by like a bunch of people drow that looked like they killed themselves. It probably didn't really phase you. Look at that guy.
How about that? Oh, that's
Kind of
gruesome.
hungry.
I would like a lobster. I just want to search through where the shaman was studying stuff, where his journal was, where their books.
You've gone through his journal. He doesn't seem to talk much about alchemy. Or any at all, in fact. He has this stuff, but you imagine he has this stuff and knows what he wants to make and doesn't really write about it. Didn't look like he was doing any experimentation. His research was focused on that room.
Maybe I should ask Rimwald.
About the highly illegal materials.
He's
Do you
not
think
a cop.
Rinwald is really gonna care?
I don't think he wants to hear from us unless there's something urgent.
This is urgent, I think. Hey, we fixed the chime issue. Also, I have angel tears in blood. Can I make a potion to kill Visago?
So what's to stop him from coming here and taking the illegal materials?
I mean, I guess if he wants to, it's not like they're gonna be very useful to me.
But do we want him to have those?
He's not gonna get past Mega Lobster.
Yeah.
Also, we made a giant lobster.
This is Giga Lobster!
How long does the
Giga Lobster, go!
How long does the growth last?
That's-
Hmm.
It could be a second.
Volatile.
Could be.
Lasts like an hour.
What,
for
what
you.
time of day is it?
It's in the morning. It all seems like pretty much the same. So you're looking at like 8, 9 a.m. morning. You guys haven't slept since then.
I sleep.
You've slept a lot.
I sleep again.
Okay.
You just
So you-
curl up under the table and go to sleep.
Are you all gonna go to sleep?
I pass time.
Take a nap?
I asked the kitchen for a pillow.
It lights on fire.
Water, more water!
Nothing happens. It doesn't do anything.
Ask it for a giant marshmallow. Who knows what that is? Do I know what marshmallows?
I don't know how old marshmallows are. Let's go with no. It doesn't know what a marshmallow is.
It's unfortunate. Ask for a cake.
He comes out with a cake.
I put a bag on the
Angel
cake
food cake.
and use it as a pillow.
Even though there are pillows upstairs. This is pretty much how the cut rules.
I don't know what to do with this character.
Sam has an existential crisis.
Let it happen.
I will start making vials of holy water.
Okay. Yeah, you start doing. He made you a bowl of it, so you just kind of like syringing up yourself.
I drink some of it.
Tastes like nothing.
Can I like double holy water it? Like do it again? Like make holy water out of holy water?
No,
Doesn't stack.
Super
doesn't
duper
stack.
holy water.
It's really holy now.
It actually
It's
just,
righteous
it
holy
overflows
water.
back to demon water.
Oh.
Yeah. It overflows. Classic.
How many vials can I make?
Like 10.
We send Matt and Momo to go scout.
And they do.
I feel like I'm sending a scout out and see if I go explore.
And don't
You
dodge
won't die?
over random barbarians. That's what. Well, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be
It won't
okay.
kill anyone. It won't be killed.
Oh, buddy.
He's doing great.
So we've got them. We're coming.
Davey wakes up at promptly 5 o'clock or whenever anyone else wakes him up.
Can I also make more healing vials? Me?
Yes, you can. With these ingredients.
With what ingredients?
The ingredients sitting in front of you. Unless you have like ingredients to make the healing vials just with you.
I know I bought some, but I don't know like what.
Oh, then you can use those.
But I buy some and then I make some, but I don't know if it uses all of those ingredients. I don't know like how you want to do that. Like if I just buy ingredients and make vials.
Yeah,
it
I
uses
think
all
it's
of it.
probably uses all of it. So there are ingredients here that you could make healing vials out of, but they're old and different. So
Could they hurt someone instead of
Do you not want
helping them?
I don't have
not
it.
to your knowledge.
Sure. How many can I make?
Let's go ahead and make a roll for it.
What would you like me to roll?
Let's go with. What do you roll to make potions? Probably either Arcana or Nature, right?
Aren't there rules for making potions?
Hers are different
Um,
since it's like part of her class ability. Potions take forever to make if we didn't do it this way.
yeah. I mean, those things I think were balanced around like Adventurers League.
Yeah.
Because like those have like that period of downtime where you can
Yeah.
cure like time off where you can go and just do things like create items.
Yep. Unfortunately, we don't have that. So let's go with Nature to see if you know what ingredients to use. Roll a Nature
good.
check.
That's actually pretty good. 23.
You pick out what you believe are the closest analog to what you're used to using. Now go ahead and roll Arcana to see if you can figure out the formulation using these ingredients.
Natural 20.
Yep, you're pretty sure you know the exact way to combine these ingredients at the exact times, the proper heats, and the proper volumes.
Just call me Severus Snape.
Now let's see how you do with actually doing it. So roll a dexterity check.
A dexterity check.
Yeah, you're pouring stuff, you're measuring out.
I am unstoppable, I say, and then the next thing I roll will be bad. 22.
Yeah, you seem to be pretty good. You pour all the right amounts.
It was the oatmeal,
It's
man.
going very, very well.
Now what do you want me to do?
I think you're done.
Oh, thank God. Because I know the next roll is going to be a 1.
You're able to come up with three potions that are non-volatile and seem to work the way you're used to them working.
So I have 3 healing vials?
Yes.
I might need a kick pillow too.
Yes, heaven forbid you use the actual pillows, of
No,
which
I'm
there
gonna
are
go up and-
5.
I'm gonna go up and take a nap in the bed.
The big bed?
Yeah.
Nice.
Could make it bigger, put some of that potion in it.
Turn a queen into a king.
No, I think it's gonna turn a queen into the size of the tower and it just explodes out of the top of it.
That'd be cool.
We could put Visago in like a small room and then feed him the potion and then he just expands.
Oh, brilliant.
First we need to fill a room with spikes.
Yes.
Okay, I like where this is going. Seems foolproof to me. I'd go for it.
Spike pit. Put him in it. Put the potion on him. Bury him.
Put the potion in the vial and then shoot him with the vial and then I assume that bypasses him having to want to drink it.
You've just given me an idea. I write down create enlarging potion, add 2 vials.
What if we just put a shrinking potion and shrink Visago? I think we're thinking about this the wrong way. We're trying to make a
Why
bigger
are
problem.
we making it bigger? We're just working with what we have, okay?
Do you have a shrinking potion, boss? No.
I'm sure I could try to
but
figure
she
one
made,
out.
was able to make an enlarging potion.
I don't think it really works that way.
We could shrink him, put him in like a very, very...
Put him in a box with spikes.
Yes, and then enlarge him.
Oh, shit.
Or
We could shrink him, put him in a jar, and shake it up until he dies. We could
I like
shrink
where we're going
him
with Giga
and
Lobster.
then enlarge a lobster, put them in a pit together, and have them fight to the death. And then charge admission for it.
He does seem to like fun. And that sounds fun.
I think you'd get a kick out of Giga Lobster.
I think Giggle Lobster would probably kill us all.
Not if we.
You might.
How's your TPK happen on Giggle Lobster?
You might die of
Standard.
laughter.
He got us, man. We didn't know what we were getting into. Giggle Lobster. He became bipedal.
Ah! What have we become? What have we
Grew a human head and took over all
Oh
the underwear.
god. How would you even make stats up for a Giggle Lobster?
I think we just
Use the
pull out,
Tarask?
like, maybe
Use Tarask stats?
maybe
Yeah.
the Tarask. Probably not the Tarask.
Damn.
I mean, there isn't a giant lobster in the monster manual. I don't know why. There should be. But I guess I have to make something up close
Opportunity missed.
to. Yeah, seriously. No Giggle Lobster in the monster manual. Come on.
Is there a regular lobster?
No.
Well, that makes me really sad.
They don't have the whole animal kingdom in the
What
monster
about a
manual.
crab?
I think they do actually have crab.
So, do we want to look for an animal that we grow?
I'm asleep.
I'm also asleep.
I'm now asleep.
What's
I'll
that
take these
sound?
ideas with me to my
Is someone knocking on the door?
wait, yeah.
All right. For this purposes, that marks the beginning of where. No, keep recording. This marks the beginning of like where I'm gonna mean to trim out and make a video of just what's about to happen, so that you guys can look it up and remember it. All right. You all go to sleep. You all go to sleep in the tower in various places. Roland,
Yes.
you wake up. You're standing in about a half inch of water, but it's totally pitch black except for where you are. You seem to exude like a small amount of light, so you can see just that it is water and that you're in a totally dark place. In the distance, you see several dots of light. Davy, you're standing in about a half inch of water. You're exuding some light. You look around,
I'm exuding light.
you're glowing a little bit.
Spooky.
Voss, same for you. Addie, same for you. Momo, same for her, and Matthew, same for him. You all see 5 other dots of light.
Is it all similar to anything else
But
that's
not
happened?
Roland.
To
Sort
me?
of similar, but not the same.
Okay.
You get sort of what's going on, though.
Wait,
Okay.
so Roland's not glowing?
You've been in a plane like this before.
Okay.
No, everyone's glowing. That's how you're able to find each other. Each of you see 5 other dots of light.
We're still on the tower.
You don't know where you are. Seems like a very huge expanse. Like almost an endless expanse. There's a slight bit of fog all around you that excuse you.
I touched the water.
It's very cold. Not Titanic cold, but like chilly. You taste it? Tastes like nothing. Almost like there's nothing there at all. Just, it is water. Or something like water.
Ew.
What would you like to do?
I pinched myself.
You seem to be awake. You feel it.
Oh no.
So I just see the 5 other lights.
Nothing else. And no words come to you, which is different than normal.
All about the same brightness.
Same brightness.
Any of
I'm
them
just gonna
seems
start
closer.
walking.
Literally back away from the lights.
One seems to be getting farther away.
I'm gonna start walking towards a random light.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Alright. What are you doing, Roland?
He curls in a ball and cries.
I really want him to just like turn around and walk away. But I don't know if that's what he would do.
I don't know. What would you do?
He has an existential crisis. He goes in the ball and drop.
He wishes for
One of the
another.
lights gets smaller.
He wishes for another cake.
Yes.
Yes. you guys, you both eventually find the curled up Roland ball. Baby continues to back away from the lights.
Slowly.
You okay there?
Momo and Matthew are soon to
Yes.
follow, finding you guys.
Where the hell are we?
Yeah. And where's
All
Davey?
of your voices echo. You hear them
I
echo
look up.
far
Do
away.
I
I
see
hear them?
anything above us?
No.
Can I hear them talking?
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
okay.
distance, you can hear voices that. It's more like you can hear an echo from very far away. So you can hear the familiar sounds of voices. You don't know which sound.
Do our
Do
reflections
I
show up in the
recognize
water?
that it's probably them?
They do show up in the water. In fact,
Do we look the same?
you look down and you are an inverted version of yourself. So your fur is gray. What's the like UV version of gray? Your color is swapped.
I mean-
like you're pale, your skin is black, and then your eyes are yellow.
Would I be like a whitish?
Yeah.
Like a much lighter gray.
Yeah, you're the inverted color of yourself. You see like an inverted version of yourself in the reflection in the light. Though you can see each other and you look normal.
Can we see each other's reflections?
Yes, you can all see the same.
What does Momo's look like?
Her inverted version is an elf.
Okay.
It's a black elf though, with yellow eyes, sort of similar to hers, but just a little off color.
Would it be a white?
She's tan.
She's tan? Oh, I thought she was still had the same color,
Would she
skin
be
color.
blue then?
Is she? Oh, then she would be white. I'm sorry, I forgot that she's in the only. No, is she? Yeah, she is.
You never said if she would
I didn't
like
say. I never
start-
thought about it. I never considered that. Because
Well, you did say that her skin was like the same color,
Yeah, it should be the same color.
but I thought that you said that she would maybe eventually go to like a normal elf color.
That's true. She would eventually bleed out. I'm not sure. For all intents and purposes, let's say she's finally bled out to be the color of normal elf, because no elves are that color.
Okay.
It's just not part of them. So yeah, she looks black, but not like black like Nia's black now, like black like midnight black.
Interesting.
It seems to just be a color shift, not necessarily that you look demonic in any way.
But only when we're looking at one.
Yeah, you look in the water, and the reflection's always there. It looks different at all times.
Hello?
Hello?
You hear the sound of shattering glass
Ah.
in the distance, and you can pinpoint where it's coming from. You see,
Like
Uh,
repeatedly shattering?
no, one shatter, like the sound of shattering glass. It's a stone archway that seems to just be out there in the water, and it seems to have an even deeper shadow in it. Like you can walk through it. You can walk through the archway. That's where the sound of the shattering glass came from.
I walked to the archway.
Okay. You can hear whispers coming from it. Just you can't really recognize any words in particular, just voices.
Just to test things, I tried casting Eldritch Blast in the air.
In the air.
Mm-hmm.
Your Eldritch Blast does something. You feel yourself use the spell, and then you cast it, and it sputters out like a very tiny little poof of fire.
Okay.
It seems like it did something. Not really much of anything.
I'm gonna approach Abby.
Hmm?
And I'm gonna...
Cut off her other arm.
She now has.
Do you have your bag?
She now has both of her arms though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, remember that cool glowy rock?
Oh, this big sunlight rock?
Yeah.
You got it. You pull it out, it's dim.
Ah.
Empty. No light comes from it.
It's not creating water.
No, it's not doing anything.
What a shame.
So it's a completely empty archway?
It looks empty. It's like a completely empty archway. Like it's just filled with like a shadowed mist.
So if I walk around behind it, can I see through it?
Yeah. You can see your friends standing there. Looks like you'll have to walk through it from that side to go wherever it wants you to go.
Can I throw something through it?
Yeah.
My whetstone?
You hear it clatter into the water on the other side of the arch.
I walked.
Seems like
You
an
wanna
arch.
pick that back up. You just leave it there.
Yeah, like
I walked through the
just a whetstone.
Just
Yeah.
throw the gifts away that I make for you.
You didn't make it.
As you walk through the archway, you step the first thing you feel is you step onto solid stone.
Make stone.
It's a very nice
It's cool.
pathway. It's just a tunnel. It seems to go for about 20 feet to a brown wooden door, like an oak door with metal banding. Looks quite new, in fact.
I knocked on the door.
Recently created. Is anyone following him?
Yeah, I follow.
Okay.
If I don't hear screams of terror, then I
Yeah,
guess
you don't
I'll-
hear screams of terror just yet. You knock on the door,
What?
and you see the latch move on its own and opens in, and it's a large circular room with shelves all around. So it looks like it has tiers of shelving. They look like steps, but you can see that they all have little circular pedestals that something once rested on. The room is filled with glass, wood, and sand debris.
It's just completely devoid of anything else except debris.
There's one larger hourglass in the center of the room, on a pedestal in the middle. And its sand in the hourglass is pushed towards the top and bottom. There's nothing flowing through the center. There are some sand particles that are suspended in the glass, but it doesn't look like it's flowing either way.
I checked the hourglass for markings.
It does say something in ancient Elvish, but it's a very old language, hard to read. It's probably a name, which is why you can't quite figure out what it says. If it was a word, maybe you could suss it out.
Don't say names that are carved into things.
Yes.
I'll try not to.
It also doesn't seem to have any magical spell markings or anything. It seems to just be a really old version of Elvish.
You said there's like sand particles and
Sand is everywhere. in this
sand is
room.
everywhere, so it's
This room is where in relation to the archway?
You walk through the archway and you enter into this stone sort of tunnel area, and you open this wooden door and it opens into this room. This room is also very poorly lit. You can see a lot of lanterns that are embedded into the walls that were once bright, but now most of them are out. Some of them are still lit. It looks like the room got like ransacked, but the door looks fine.
cast prestidigitation on the lamps to try and
Doesn't look
light them. No.
Are any of the lanterns lit?
some dimly,
Can I, like,
flickering.
Are the flames
Find something to
moving?
put in
The flames
there
are
and
moving.
light the other lanterns?
Your attempts to light the other lanterns, it's like holding a flame up to a wick that just won't light.
Are we in a memory? I think some of this would work if it was. Things are solid when I touch them, though.
Are we even
Am I
awake?
going through stuff?
No, you're not going through stuff. It all feels solid to you.
Can I pick up the hourglass?
In the center?
Yeah, or is it giant?
No, it's big. It's big. It's about this big by this big around. So it's a big hourglass, but not huge or by any means. You try to pick it up.
I look at everyone else as I move my hands towards it.
I don't see a better option.
Okay.
I pick it up.
It doesn't move. It doesn't budge when
No,
you
it's like
go to pick it up.
Bolt it
It
down.
doesn't look like it's bolted down at all.
Does the room have windows?
And in fact, when you look back at the door, it's no longer there.
Oh,
You're in this circular room.
I guess I'll start searching the room.
Is there still water on the ground?
You're in a stone room. It's like an old, empty stone room that got ransacked at one point, but there's no entrances that you can see anymore.
Can I search the room for. Can I clue for looks?
Clue for looks. What are you looking for specifically?
Like any papers or writing or any.
The only writing you
idea of-
find is on pieces of wood scrap.
Okay.
You can basically at this point suss out this room once held a lot of hourglasses,
Oh,
and now all of them are shattered except for one.
and that one's not moving.
And since you're looking around the room, on the upper left of the room, well, I say left, the upper left of where you think you walked in, there's another hourglass that's still not shattered.
Is that one also frozen?
That one is not as frozen, but it's not moving at the speed of normal hourglasses would move.
Is there also something carved into it?
There is.
What does it say?
It's
Can I read
another
it?
ancient Elvish name.
I'm gonna write the name is down in my. Do I still have my like little journal thing that I carry around with me? I want to write the symbols. Like I don't know what it says, but I'm gonna copy them down.
This one, do you show? Do you speak Elvish?
No.
Okay. Do you show the other Hourglass people?
Yeah, I mean I'll point it out. I'm assuming it's not gonna let me pick it up.
No, if you try to move it, it doesn't move. This one you can read. It is a word. It says no.
It says no.
It says no.
No.
I mean,
It's like a really old. It's not quite the direct. The direct translation would be like, not a chance. No, thank you. Nope. It's more like, you cannot. But it's direct. The translation would be like no.
I understand, but like, can you read it?
No.
Can you attempt to read it?
Nope. Not a chance.
Well.
That's what it says.
Oh, that's what it says.
Yes.
That's weird.
A little bit passive aggressive.
Perhaps we should just break them.
I feel like breaking magic things like
Whoa,
this.
whoa, whoa. Who said anything about magic?
What do you think caused this room?
I assume we're in a dream. You
Are
guys
we?
aren't real people, right?
Well, I pinched myself earlier and I felt pretty real, so.
You hear a
But
voice.
this would be my dream.
Could be my dream.
Could be my dream.
You hear a voice say, "Close, but not quite." You turn around to see Renwald standing in the center.
Ah!
This is
Why
your
are you
dream.
always here?
I think this is the first time you've seen me here.
I meant just in my dreams.
And this isn't your dream.
Oh.
This is my dream. Quite perceptive of you. We're all sharing this little collective state. We're far away from any other ears that might hear us. And, for the most part, I can't quite hurt you here. So...
Quite?
Well, okay, I can, but I probably can't kill you. So you can feel a little safer.
Yeah. Why?
I wanted to talk to you all.
Have this journal?
Yes. You do.
I was holding the journal and shaking
He
it.
just
at
shakes
him.
his hand, just like mockingly.
Just saying. This is very efficient means of
Ugh.
communication.
You can also stop by sometime.
I could, but I
Say
won't.
hi.
This is much more efficient. I can be anywhere and do this to you.
Oh, good.
But how much magic does it cost?
It's costly.
So, then what do you want to say to us? You're disappointed, we failed you again.
I want to say, what makes you special?
I don't know. Been
No
trying
idea?
to figure that out for a while.
What makes all of you special? Why would anyone choose you absolute morons to do anything for anyone? What makes you special? Is it that your fate touched? Is that what it is?
Yeah, but
Is
why,
it?
why would we be fate touched in the first place?
Is that what makes you special? Or were you special so your fate touched?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't feel very special.
No? And yet you were stronger than almost every commoner on Earth.
Really? I haven't really realized.
When's the last time you were afraid to face a single guard down? A trained man. You've killed scores of individual warriors. Do you not feel like you are more powerful than they?
Guess I've never really thought about it like that.
Surely you must realize you've only been doing, well, let's say, venturing, for maybe almost a year now? And yet you are more powerful than almost every warrior on the planet? Why?
Well, maybe it's because we were fate touched.
Could be. But wrong.
Because the power of teamwork.
You can't kill us here!
I can try. No. Come now. What makes you special?
other more powerful beings?
Maybe. No.
I'm really good at reading.
No.
You.
In a way, but no. Why you guys? Why would anyone choose willingly to pick up this band of morons and make them great heroes of the land?
They wouldn't.
I feel attacked by the DM.
Yeah, feeling a little insulted.
Try to remain in character, friends.
Yeah, my character would literally say, they wouldn't.
You're right, they wouldn't. So what makes you special? Why bother? What's the point of all this? Why would I not simply seek out and try to coerce Amber into helping me instead of you guys?
I don't know. Maybe something from our past. Maybe something in our...
Nailed it. Something from your past, but not your past. Someone else's from a long time ago.
So you're saying we're like descendants from great
There
people.
we go.
I've traced my family tree back pretty far.
No, you haven't. Your family tree goes a lot farther back than most of you realize.
I don't know my family.
I do. So, thousands of years ago, the gods are on this plane. They have an argument. They have a fight. War breaks out. The gods choose several champions, each of them do, to lead them. They changed these mortals in a way that bound them to the planes themselves, and to us, gods in general. This binding made them extremely powerful, allowed them to draw from the land, the power of the material planes, the magics that they contained. Sort of the bones of creation, you could think about it that way. What they gained from this was not only the gods granting them great power, great weapons, great knowledge, they also gained the ability to siphon power from the planes themselves. Meaning, when you lot slay a dragon, you take in some of its power, making you stronger, faster, better. This is why you're better than the normal people. You have this innate ability to draw from the power around you to learn and grow strong. All of you have this because all of you are descendants of the original champions. Don't feel too special. There are many.
But I've never consciously done this or been aware of it.
You don't need to be aware of it. It's just something you have the power to do, which makes you extremely special.
Are you a champion?
I used to be.
You're plenty powerful enough to be.
I know. It's because I've had many years to draw on this. Most, let's say most descendants, like yourselves, don't live for more than your normal lifespan. I have lived far outside my normal lifespan. I've been able to draw from the power, like you have. Say, you've gotten as powerful as you are in, say, a year. I've lived for thousands. So you can see the difference between you and I.
So why are you telling us this? Why does it even matter?
Because it's important for you to know what the point of your existence is. You hold a very special part in the world. It's why I'm working with you at all. It's why I've said I've killed people like you before. Not that you're fake touched. It's because you're descendants. You will also find, and I feel very comfortable telling you this, should you find other descendants and kill them, you will gain far greater power than if you were to slay a dragon.
Okay. But why do we even exist in the first place? I thought you just wanted us to...
It was a mistake. The gods didn't intend this. They thought that only their champions would contain this power. But it turns out when you change them, change their souls to do this, to siphon off of the power around them, one, they can't be undone. This power cannot be undone. You are this way forever. And so are all of your children, and their children, on down the line. Forever. What was your question?
Why does this matter?
It's important for you to know why you're getting so strong so quick. Also, about your role in the world, I'm trying to tell you you're more important than the normal common rabble. You don't need to care about them quite as much. You're better than them.
So,
not really the
what are
way
you
I
asking us
operate.
to do?
I'm asking you to help me and understand your place in the world. You very soon are going to go strong enough to become a threat
To you.
to everyone. Anyone who has designs on the spire. You'll have to choose very soon which side you're going to be on, or you'll become an enemy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you all the information so you can make an informed decision. Let me just say this right now. You cannot beat me. I am too strong for you. I've lived too many years to be taken out by a bunch of children. Many have tried, all have failed. You have no chance. You might as well work for me. It's easier, less painful.
So you say you want us to make an informed decision, then why all the secrecy?
I didn't feel like you were ready to hear this at the time.
Okay, then what else are you hiding from us?
A lot.
Then why not just
Not
air
ready
it
to
all
hear
out
it.
right now?
You're too young. Maybe in several years, if you gain enough power and knowledge, I'll tell you some of the secrets of the world.
I'm not talking about the secrets of the world so much as I'm just talking about the secrets of your intentions.
Ah, my intentions. Well, I might as well tell you. So, why did I build the spire? Surely you have gotten into some knowledge you shouldn't have by now if you're here. Any ideas?
Well, you used it to destroy the elves.
Yes, I did.
Gain more powerful magic. People are always looking for more power.
True, but that's so short-sighted. Sure, I could... Did I destroy the elves to what? Prove that I am strong and they are weak? This much was known.
I mean, that's what wars have been fought over for so many years.
It's true.
Do you want control, Renbald?
Obviously, I already have it. No, I don't seek control over the material plane. I don't need it. I can do whatever I want anyway. No one can stop me. So, I don't really see a need to formalize my power over the weak little mortals that call this place home. No. My designs are far greater. Long ago, I was like you. Just a normal man. I had a wife and children. It was a good life. I was a farmer, if you can imagine. I was a devout priest of a god named Magnus. You've never heard of them before. You know them as Mistra.
Mistra?
In truth, there is no Mistra. Not even real. I made it up. Killed, stole, and lied my way into people believing it. One thing you'll know about the gods is they're only as strong as the believers that they have. They need more. That's why Pelor's so strong. You see a church to him all over the world. He has so many followers willing to worship him. That makes him stronger. I have that too. That'll work for you too, as descendants. If people worship you, you can gain power from that. But that seems strange. Surely people have better things to do. No. I was just a priest, living my life. As devout as I could be. I lived decently. The gods walked the plains at this time. Magnus came to me one day and said that life was missing something special. He was talking about magic. He wanted everybody to share, create, like they could. Magnus gave me some of the original knowledge of magic. He said never to teach it to anyone that he didn't allow me to teach it to. And everything would be fine. So you see, I'm not just a powerful wizard, I'm the first.
So where did it all go horribly, horribly wrong?
I lied to Magnus, and I taught people magic anyway. I didn't see the harm in it. It was such amazing. At the time, you take it for granted now, but at the time, humanity didn't have magic. Simple things like purifying water, creating food. These were lost to us. Lighting fires without needing sticks or iron. I thought to teach my fellow man. I gave my knowledge of magic freely. I created schools. Magnus was upset, but didn't stop me. He also thought it was wise and knew that I would do it. He was proud of me. For many years it was fine, until we got better at it. Me and my original followers got better and better and better, and some of them decided they were more powerful than the gods and that they shouldn't have to worship them at all. The original magical wizards sought to supplant them. It didn't go well. The God Wars happened, destroyed much of the land, and imprisoned each other on either sides of the upper and lower planes. We were left here. To stop going into too much detail, I was punished. I was blamed for all of this. Unfairly. My true goal is I wish to seek vengeance, particularly on the upper planes. The lower planes first. I don't have any love for them any more than I do the upper planes. But I wish to push the upper and lower planes farther away from ours, making them weaker and less of an influence.
What sort of effect is that going to have?
Well, people like Roland won't be able to draw on magical energy quite as easily.
So why should we help you on your personal quest towards vengeance?
I was hoping you would see that they're not infallible. These great beings of good didn't help me in my time of need, and they won't help you in yours either.
Well, I already knew that.
They've already helped me.
Whatever. Yours isn't that special.
I've known for a very long time that they don't really care about the little people.
Yes. So why should you worship them?
I don't.
But why should we help you, one person, do something like this?
I am one person, but I seek the benefit of all. These people have been lied to their whole lives, saying the gods were some great thing.
You helped the wizards who sought to, or were you even one of the wizards who sought to supplant the gods?
I didn't take sides. I was forced to take sides, eventually. Actually, the ones who stood by the gods were the ones that got the worst punishment. Many of the gods of the upper planes thought that it was our fault that this was happening at all, and so did not send their armies to support us. That means the lower planes gods were able to destroy us easier. We were quite powerful, much more powerful than you are now. This is why Magnus put down the ban, to stop you from casting spells. I can't even cast the spells I used to.
Well, that's terrifying.
In game mechanics terms, it'd be like 20th higher level spells. Like, this is where like the whole world is saturated with such a heavy amount of magic that anybody can do all kinds of crazy shit. And people who don't really know magic could cast stuff.
So are you saying that in helping you push these planes further away, the people who rely on divine magic are not going to be as effective as they were, but
True.
regular magic will be...
Stronger.
Then who's to say the same thing won't happen again?
What do you mean?
Well, if you make people down here more powerful, more inundated with magic, then who's to say we're not all going to turn on each other again and another war is going to happen?
We might, but at least we wouldn't be being controlled by beings who have no care or love for us.
I don't really feel controlled by them.
Do you not? Your whole quest for the last year was to destroy one of them.
I'm saying balance is a good thing.
We should be the ones determining our own balance. We don't need some other higher power to do it for us. Surely the world would be better if demons and devils weren't roaming it. You can look outside now, outside this tower, and see that. Pushing the upper and lower planes away would also harder for demons and devils to get into this world.
Have you really thought about all the implications and thought about all of the
I have. There will
possible...
be conflict at first. Probably death.
Did
But I
you-
believe that the mortal world should rule itself,
By whom?
not by me. As I said, I can move about freely. I don't need to worry about the world around me. I can do whatever I want. Honestly, I think once I've done this, I'll go away.
And what's to stop one of those upper or lower planes beings from taking control of the material plane while the others are pushed away?
They would push them all away at the same time. And in my version, the upper and lower plane gods, well, the upper plane gods would never seek to siege our plane. I know that. The lower planes ones wouldn't be quite as powerful as you think. We're talking access to the ban would be lifted. The world would be far more saturated. My spire would be destroyed, so it would stop sucking up all the magic in the world.
So what sort of effect is this going to have on the material plane? Will it be torn to pieces if we...
It will experience aggressive expansion.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
It is good. You don't understand.
Sounds like freedom.
No loss of life matters. These people aren't... You and I have this ability to draw in and control the plane around us.
Yes.
They don't have this ability. They can make more of themselves. We can't make more of ourselves quite as easily.
So you're saying in doing this, we're basically going to be killing off all of the normal people?
No, they won't all die. Surely not. Some will. I estimate no more than 30%.
What?
Only 30%.
Only 30%.
They can easily rebuild their population.
Hmm.
The price for freedom is quite a bit. During the God Wars, more than 80% of the population of this world died, and we were fine.
I just find it strange that you're saying they shouldn't be able to control us, but in doing something like this, you're essentially controlling the population anyway.
Only
You
for a
weren't
short
making
time.
a choice for them.
I'm making the choice that they can't make for themselves. You must realize that the grand mass of the population wouldn't want to hear what I'm saying. They want to believe in something.
Why not just let them believe then? It's a
hard
choice they're making.
It's hard to force people to see the light.
If you're forcing them, it's not really free, is it?
They'll be free after I'm done. They'll be strong enough to lead themselves.
What you're saying is very concerning.
You're just thinking small.
No, I think I'm trying to get the whole picture here. And what you're saying is really terrifying. That you think that you're better than everyone else and so you can make these choices for
Not
them?
just me. I mean, surely me. But you as well.
I don't find myself better than anybody.
But you are. Whether or not you believe it so.
This is basically genocide, what you're asking us to do.
No, genocide means that I kill everyone. So just be a small portion. Relatively.
So it's try decimation. You decimated people 3 times. Take every 10th person, kill them. In this case, take every 3 people of 10, kill them.
Is that,
Cat's got a point.
is that what decimation means?
Yeah, decimation is take every 10th person,
Is
just
it because
kill
it's
them.
Deca?
Yeah,
Okay, good to know.
that's where it came from. Is they lined up people and then they're like, you die, you die, you die. Decimation.
Cheap level punishment. They would have you. They would pick learn 10, and then have the rest of the squad beat them to death.
Lovely.
Fun.
This wouldn't be like that. It would be more like great fissures would open, volcanoes would explode, a couple of the seas might boil for a small period of time. A small period of time, no more than 3 to 4 years. But after it was done, the material plane would be quite a bit larger than it is now.
So what
Lots
do you
more
need to
room.
obtain? What do you need in order to accomplish this?
I just need to finish the ritual at the top of the spire. I was so close. Very close. Closer than you realize.
And what stopped you?
Falco. He was misguided.
Falco or Valco?
Falco.
Tell me more.
He tackled me mid-ritual, which, without someone to stabilize the spire, it exploded, destroying everyone inside it and around it, except for us and one other.
So this entire time you've been basically trying to get us to get rid of the dragon so you can go back up there and finish what you started.
That would be nice.
Who was the one other that survived?
Not important right now.
Not important.
If you want us to
One of-
make an informed decision, then why do you keep hiding stuff from us?
We don't need to know everything.
Were they on your side or were they against you?
They were with me. They
I'm
didn't
gonna
know.
need to know everything if I'm going to decide to basically destroy and remake the plane I live on.
I don't know why you're so against this. Surely we can set up assurances that your family survives, and you can even choose whoever you want to come with
So
you
you were
as well.
saying that you yourself would make grand decisions like this without any sort of knowledge of what you're about to do.
I know what I'm about to do.
Well, how convenient. I'm glad that you do. If we're so important, then treat us like we're important.
Listen, you're young. I've lived for a very long time, and I've had a long time to think about this.
That's
In
great.
1,000 years, you'll see that this was the right decision too. But right now, there's just too much to tell you, too much to
Aw.
explain. You won't understand.
Well, that's really nice. I'm glad you feel that way. However, we seem to be the only people that can help you, so if you want us to help you, then you're gonna have to tell us everything you know. Also, stop squeaking, whatever that is. It's really annoying.
He's very confused. He doesn't know what it means.
Is there some sort of squeaking spell that you have?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
just
just
got it.
end
I just
that?
cast it sometimes when I'm nervous.
So I make you nervous.
Goodness gracious. All right. What did you say? Oh,
I
trust.
was yelling and whatnot.
Yes, yeah. Calm yourself. For one.
Yes, that is the way to get me to calm down.
Shh. And as he says shh, a little like symbol appears in front of your mouth, and when you talk, it's a silence spell.
So she can't talk anymore.
She can talk, but no words are coming out.
All right. So what do you guys think?
I mean,
I've never been the religious type.
Now, I can see you're on the fence about this. Just putting this out there. As descendants, you can draw on the material plane for power. Other planes as well, but you wouldn't necessarily be gods, but certainly more powerful than the normal common folk. Perhaps you could be kings, great leaders,
I don't need control.
or at least
Yeah.
positions of never having to want for anything. You would be credited with creating a brand new great world. Surely we would be held in some degree of honor. Think of it. Fame and fortune for the rest of your lives and the lives of your children and their children.
peace in the middle.
Only for a few years. I'm sure we could calm it down.
It's a long time for a mortal.
Only a little. 3 to 4 years? It's nothing.
It's like 10% of your life.
The lifespan of the average commoner would go up when the
Now,
gods
if
would
these
come.
seas boil, would that kill the beasts inside of them?
Only some. The ecological would be fine. The material plane would also be expanding during this time, so they would have places to go. The material plane would be expanding to make up the space left for the upper and lower planes. Go ahead, Adelaide.
Just saying that not everyone is motivated by the same things as you.
Massive freedom, breaking a lie.
No, just the promise of fame and fortune and
Yeah, fortune is also nice.
all of the little superficial things you're trying to dangle in front of my friends here to make it seem like this is the right way to go.
Can you give me a good reason why it's not the right way to go?
I don't know, maybe that millions of people will die?
They'll come back. No, they won't. More will. If you're worried about the population, 30% is nothing. The population will come back.
Yeah, I was really worried that, you know,
The world will
kill
stabilize.
millions of people. It's just... What you're asking is,
Don't think demons and devils cause death.
not
Far
on this
less
scale.
death would happen over time. Let's say 100 people die a year from demons or devils acting on the plains. Over the next several thousand years, we easily account for that.
How many people do you kill every
Many.
year?
Those who stand against me. People who deserve it.
More or less than the demons in this world.
I have killed many more than the demons in this world, but often they are deserving.
Often.
Often.
In your mind, they're deserving.
I would say that my mind is one of the highest order in this earth.
Well, of course you would say that. You already believe that you're powerful enough and big enough and righteous enough to kill 30% of the population.
It's because I am. You're young. How old are you? Not quite 30 years old? I'm several thousand years old.
Yes,
you're just
but
thinking in the mind of a mortal.
you're not even
Understand that you
human
don't have
anymore.
to be one.
You haven't been human in a very long time.
I'm still human-ish.
Mentally, you're not human anymore. You find yourself above everyone.
I am above everyone.
Yes,
Prove
but
to me that I'm not above everyone.
I know you're above everyone, but in thinking this, you also have no relation, no ability to relate to anyone on this plane.
I'm going to saturate the entire world with more magic, give more land, and give the people that remain far more room. It'll be a time of peace, plenty, and power for everyone.
I think you're very short-sighted, and all you care about is vengeance.
I think you only care about your short-sighted morality.
No, I care about 30% of the
In
people
your mind,
dying.
30% of the population is worth the price of being controlled by being murdered by demons, having entire families slaughtered in front of the eyes of their parents. Is that what you want? You're dooming them to this forever. Is it part of the natural order? Some say it is. It doesn't have to be. You have the chance to end the dominion of the upper and lower planes forever.
You're going to have to do much more than this to convince me.
What do you all think?
The question I have, I'm not sure if I want to ask it in game or if this is something I already know. It's about the Feywild.
Sure,
Would I know whether that'd be in either the planes?
It isn't in the upper or lower planes.
So it wouldn't really.
The Feywild and the Shadowfell kind of like are on either side of the material plane and stabilize it.
Okay, so those wouldn't be.
They would experience. You're not really sure what they would experience, but the way he's describing it, the Feywild and the Shadowfell would probably experience way more turmoil than the material plane.
Okay.
Also, to account for that larger size of the material plane, the Feywild and the Shadowfell would expand quite a bit.
So we're not only talking about all of the people in the material plane, but also 2 other planes that
You don't know this. You haven't thought about this.
I thought he was asking them.
Oh, did you ask that out loud? Or did you just think
I
it?
was just thinking.
I think you can just think that out.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I'm not saying that.
Okay. But I do know these other planes exist, right?
Yeah, you're aware they exist, but you're not really sure how they work. He has like a specific knowledge of how the Feywild works with the material planes. That's where his god is from. His deity, I'll say.
Mhm.
Who exactly are you doing this for?
Everyone.
If you can get 70% of everyone to agree, then I'll help you.
What do you mean? I don't care if they agree to help me or not when it's done. When it's done, it's over.
That's my condition. Get 70% of people to agree, and I'll help you.
Why did Falco stop you?
Falco didn't understand what was about to happen. He only understood that I was about to take on a very large amount of magical power at once.
So you say.
He also was conflicted that I destroyed most of the Dragonborn fleet and a huge section of the Elven race. He was very upset with me. He thought there could be another way. He was wrong.
So you say.
So he was conflicted over your mass murder of Dragonborn and elves.
We were at war. It's not really mass murder when we're at war.
Killing scores of people is considered mass murder in
They
times of
were
war and
only
not.
combatants for the most part.
Why did the war have to exist in the first place?
Dragonborn and Elven races didn't much like the humans. They were expanding aggressively, taking more territory. They brought it on themselves.
What about Momo and Matt?
What do you mean?
What do they think?
I don't know. We'll see what they think next time.
Important to gauge group interest.
Probably.
We're missing a third of the party.
I'm gonna need a lot more information before I decide to do anything.
For right now, we're in the middle of freeing the Dwarven City from Visago.
Yes. After you're done with that, I will see you here in the bottom of this tower. I will teleport you to wherever it is you want to go. And then I will leave you alone.
What tower?
The tower in Hembor.
Is that where we're at?
No, you're asleep. I suppose you are, yes, in the tower, but that's not where we are.
What is the stream?
Ah, this is what started it all. This is a plane I created when I first figured out magic. It is morbid, but each of these hourglass represented a member of my family somewhere down the line. I figured out how to do extending my lifespan quite a bit when I was younger. You've probably realized by now that this isn't what I normally look like. Not what I looked like initially.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I forgot to change all the script on the hourglass before you came.
What do you mean?
I'm not a human at all. I am now, right now. I can be whatever I want, though. Originally, I was an elf. So I had quite a few more years than normal.
Very interesting that you decided to destroy your own people.
Yes. My people stood against me. I do admit I harbored some amount of resentment towards them. They were afraid and scared when demons and devils were raiding their land, and in their fear and anger, they took it out on my own family. Each of these hourglasses represents one person from my family. You look around, it's several, many, like more than 50. Several years, lines worth of descendants. I was the patriarch of all of these.
I point to the one in the corner. So who's that?
The last one left. Though I'm not sure she knows who she is.
Why does it say no?
I don't want you to know the name. Not right now, anyway. If you don't choose to stand with me, you will undoubtedly try to hurt me in that way, and I don't wish you to know who you're going for.
Well, if it is true that she has no idea who she is, then why would we hurt someone who's innocent? That
I don't know what you're capable of. You think that people have some degree of morality, and then they do this. Each of these hourglass represented one life. The hourglass would tick down, and when it ticked to its end, that person would die.
So what was
Of
the
age.
glass that just shattered?
That was me trying to get your attention. Mine is in the center there, as I was the center of this whole family.
And that's why it stopped.
That's why it stopped. Each member that dies in a non-natural way, the hourglass shatters, explodes. Every member of my family was killed either by the elves or by demons and devils of the lower planes. I harbor a hatred for them that I can't quite put into words. In time, I realized my anger was misguided, and that to deal with the problem, I needed to start at the root. None of this would have happened if the gods hadn't gone to war with each other. We didn't have power of the scale that would destroy the world like it did, cause such widespread fear and doubt. If we never had them, this would have never happened.
how can you say that for sure? Though?
If we never would have had this power, magic wouldn't exist.
So you're saying that because magic existed, this happened.
Yes.
Then why would we want more of it?
Now that we have it, it's sort of like giving everyone a sword. If only a subset of the population have swords, they can control it. If everyone has a sword, they cannot.
Look, Renmal, I think you're getting a little political here.
I didn't
Yeah.
play Dungeons and Dragons for
Yeah,
politics.
Yeah. I couldn't explain it any other way.
Something very familiar about what you're saying.
Huh.
I'm gonna need to see some
ID.
research and
Oh.
figures and a manifesto, maybe.
In time, should you prove your loyalty to me and my cause, I will be happy to share with you the details of how this all works and your place in it.
I can't, like, be loyal to you if I don't know what I'm being loyal to.
You have to have faith.
Well, it's terrifying. Why do I do that when I can just have information? That's how I operate.
I need to know that you'll support me on my word alone.
Don't you find it a little ironic that you're asking us to have faith?
I do. Nonetheless, it's the way it must be. As I said, we're not enemies. Complete your work here. Deal with Visago. I have others coming to help the dwarves get through this troublesome time.
What about the dwarves on the surface? It seems like they know everything that's going on down here and they just don't care. Their leadership is corrupt.
I'll deal with that too. Well, I won't deal with that.
When you
I'll have
say-
someone deal with that.
Deal with it. What exactly does that mean?
I will send descendants, much like yourselves, to deal with it. They're already on their way.
Are they going to help the dwarves, or are they just going to kill all of them?
I don't know. Hey, this is the DM's way of saying that I'm gonna have another adventure group. It could be you guys, it could be not you guys. Do this campaign, because it is a full campaign. This whole Underdark thing. This is my way of saying another group of adventurers are gonna take on this.
Interesting.
It could be We could all do that, or we could be some other group, but yeah, it's going to be another campaign.
Before I make any decisions around this, I'd like to see the handiwork of that spire up close. We have a request from the elves to go and try and fix the green space.
The Green Sea.
Green
Yes,
Sea.
that would be fine. Some of my enemies hold that territory. I'd be happy to take you there and unleash them. It would help him.
Why would it help me?
You'll see when you get there.
Well, in order to even move forward with this, we need to destroy Visago and kind of upset everything that's going on here. I have some materials that might be able to help us do that, but I don't know what to do with them. And I don't know that I trust you well enough to let you have them. We just need
You're talking
some
about the
ideas.
angel tears and the angel blood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shaman didn't have those. Those are mine.
I kind of, sort of suspected that they might just be hanging out there.
I can get more. Do whatever you want with them.
Yes, but what do I do with them?
I don't know.
You have them, so
I don't know what they do.
then why would you even own them?
I know that they're powerful. I know they do something. I know that someone figured it out at some point. I don't have a whole lot of interest in alchemy personally. Smashing up ingredients, pouring things.
Maybe
it's
one
really
of
not my
your
favorite.
horsemen then.
Kadu is busy right now. He's the only one that would know. Yes, he's quite busy right now.
Busy with what?
Busy being a traitor.
Busy being a traitor.
Should you see him kill on sight?
What did he do?
I'm not sure. He stopped contacting me and several of my men have died, so I imagine he's betrayed me in some way. He's also stolen a great deal of magical artifacts from me.
Sounds unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
Armed and dangerous.
Extremely.
Is Kadu also one of the descendants?
Yes. All of the horsemen are. Amber is too.
Hmm.
No one can get that big and that strong. Normal. There are more descendants than you realize. It is uncommon, but not as rare as you might imagine. Turns out that mortals like sex.
Interesting.
And apparently you as well.
I do. Or at least I did.
I look around the room of hourglasses.
Well, it doesn't mean they're all his kids, but yeah.
They're all his descendants.
They are all his descendants. This is also why you don't see any great wizards in the world. There aren't any descendants that are from wizard bloodlines. They're all dead.
Except for you
And one other.
and one other.
I don't plan on having children anytime soon.
That's probably good.
Don't wizards just learn their magic though?
They do, but it's better to have a natural proclivity to learning it.
Mm-hmm.
Surely a descendant could pick up a spellbook and learn, but without my bloodline, he could never be quite as strong as I. You can gain power though, very strong, but not to the peak potential.
Well, this has been very informative and
Yes.
disconcerting, and
There are 3 others that will also vie for your help.
I'd ask you for more information about them, but I think you'll be a little biased in giving that to me, so.
Yes. Falco is somewhere on the southern peninsula, south of the Great Imperial City. I haven't been able to find him, but rest assured I am trying hard.
He's still around?
He is. You know him as the Usurper.
Oh,
Is it also the guy that's known as the Master? The guy who trained
Yep.
Typhon?
Yep. These last several years have been the most exciting so far, ever since the God Wars.
It's Falco, Dragon, Grindelwald, and then this other mysterious group.
The Purple Eye, the Legion.
Is that the people who came to help us?
Yes. No, those are. You don't know what group that's from. One of them. You thought they were from Falco's group.
Who is the group that came to the?
Renwell will simply respond. I have no knowledge of this.
Well, it's one of the groups that are vying for us.
I'm not really worried about it.
Probably not the dragon. They don't seem to be purple-eyed. They also.
The Legion is the Purple-Eyed people. They don't seem to be working with the Dragon.
Yeah. And that would only leave Falco's people.
Could be.
Of those other groups, are there any that you agree with at all? Or are you, is it, you're against all three of them?
Falco seeks something similar. The only thing we differ in opinion on is that I think that the Spire should be used and he thinks it should be destroyed.
What will destroying the Spire do?
I've never really thought about it, but off the top of my head, Endless Cataclysm, Deathwall, something like that.
That sounds horribly convenient.
Indeed.
What about the Purple-Eyed Legion?
They seek to control the dragon in some way and siphon off his power. They are the dumbest individuals.
Isn't that what you were doing?
I was siphoning off his power into myself. They wish to siphon off his power in the same way, except for they have no interest in the Spire at all, except for as a containment unit for their power cell god. And they will use that power to rule over petty mortals,
Who's the?
as if that was some kind of accomplishment.
Who were they siphoning into? Their power cell god?
Fate.
Oh, so Fate is
They'll
their
siphon
god.
off of him and use his power to whatever.
What,
They're all little seedlings of Fate.
what are they gonna do with it?
So, Fate is... He's a astral plane god. Not anything as powerful as the upper and lower planes, but powerful enough. Well, they got lucky enough to, when my Spire exploded, it shot off shards of Fate's power, and it happened to land in several mortals. They're them. They have this ability to siphon off power from him now because of their being little seedlings. If they got control of my Spire, they would be more easily able to do that.
So they're just seeking more power?
Seeking more power with the intention of ruling over mortals in a just or something way. I honestly think it's absolute crock. All they want is control over mortal kingdoms, as if that was some kind of accomplishment.
So they seek rule over the mortal plane. You seek freedom from the, in the loosest way I can word that.
Falco is seeking something similar to me, except for
Destroying the.
he wishes to
Spire.
maintain the upper planes and lower planes' dominion over us. I cannot understand why. He wishes things to return to the way it was before I ever walked into the picture.
And then comes the fourth party, the dragon. What does it want?
It
What's Fate
wants almost certainly to either get out and control a huge section of the material plane, or leave and go back to the astral. But if you were a god and you are finally on the material plane, would you not seek to control it?
Yeah, I can't even begin to put myself in that sort of situation, so I
I
don't
mean, would that god still be here even when you left? After you pushed away the upper and lower planes?
The astral plane is all around us. Gods from the astral plane would still be able to make an effect. He would still be here.
Okay.
Fate's all into that balance crap. I don't know why he didn't agree to be my battery. Actually, I convinced him to come see me in the first place, which is what got him into the situation he's now. So if you care anything for balance, know that it was, at one point, approved by Fate.
Just just looking around. So, is there anything else in this room besides the like hourglasses?
The 2 maintained hourglasses, a bunch of shattered glass and sand.
Or nothing else though.
No, pretty barren,
Okay.
except for the unlit lanterns.
Okay. I bet you there wasn't like books or something.
No, no books or anything. Though you are aware of a place to go get books and knowledge from. You've been there before. Though you
Yeah,
don't
we
remember it.
Hey, Redwall, take us there.
Yeah, no, let's not die again.
You're not hiding anything, are you?
No.
Like maybe your original body, or I don't know.
We don't know anything about that. That information all got lost.
About what?
So now you guys, this is out of character. Now you guys kind of know where you are and what you stand on the wall. That was kind of the point of the session today. So I wanted you guys to know why you're important. Because I feel like it's never been said, and you guys haven't really thought about why are we important. This is why you're important. This is also why any character you make in my game is important.
I'm a demigod.
Kind of, yeah. You have the potential to be one. Every descendant does. But you have to go to pretty strong. You have to go to pretty great lengths, and you would. The way Renald was explaining it is, you don't have the years to do it. You'd have to somehow extend your lifespan, and then yeah, you could eventually get there.
You just
No.
But that's what it is. So every adventurer or hero you guys make in any of my games, that's why you gain power quickly, and that's why you're like heroes, because you're
So-
descendants,
out of character.
whether you know it or not.
If we kill each other,
Yeah.
do we gain that
Yeah.
power?
Great.
If you were to kill, I guess, all the other characters, yeah, you gain like a few levels.
Ultimate power.
It's worth it. Also, you said, well, Renwald said that if you have worshippers, you gain power.
It less than
So
if
can
you were
we
to slay something
create a
powerful. But like,
religion.
yeah, you can.
What if you get a
What
god
if we
to
do a
work with you?
circle and all worship each other?
See, you were very close to, except for the people who worship your god, they go to her, so it kind of indirectly gets to you. But
Yeah.
people could worship directly. You could usurp her if you wanted to.
I have no intention of doing that.
But now you know you can do that.
Yes. I have little intentions of trying to do that.
Yeah. So now you guys know, now you know how significant you are to like the story and to the world. You have like every character who will be in any of my games in this world is like, you have this like direct link to the world around you.
Experience points.
Yeah, that's the mechanic. That's what he's talking about. That's
Yeah.
you drawing power from the
How many
light around you.
ants would I have to kill?
A lot. It would eventually work though, if that's what you're asking. You would have to kill billions of ants, trillions of ants. But eventually
Challenge
it would happen.
accepted.
There
You just gotta find some kind of
was a
spell.
loophole around killing bugs in one of the games where you could heal off of like killing things. Every time you did damage to things, and you could just
I mean,
Kill a
really,
bunch of
you
bugs.
probably killed like at least
So
hundreds
if this
of
kitchen
bugs with
can
your
keep
fireballs
spawning
and
us
stuff.
lobsters, you can just keep killing the lobsters.
yeah.
How much XP do we get for a giga lobster?
I've done it wrong. I've done wrong. a million XP. 10 million XP.
Instant
You know
level
what?
20.
Level 20, yeah, right away.
We need that potion to start.
Alright, I'll get on that
Except
right
for
away.
he's getting the if you kill Giga Lobster, level 20 for everybody.
Sweet. You said it. It's recorded.
Yep, it is recorded. There you go, guys. I've been wanting to tell you that for like months.
About Giga Lobster?
No, about like why you're important to the story.
Wowie. Wow.
Can we
No,
vote
wow.
to change our team's name
I'm on Team Renwald.
from the Blacksmiths to get the Lobster?
Make
We
it worse.
are
Make it
Giga
worse.
Lobster.
Yeah, sure. At this point, we've lost like everything that's.
Go to the Monster Hunter Guild with a gigantic lobster claw and be like, hey,
We found this.
here you go.
We're also rebranding.
We're also
We're going through a rebranding right now.
we're not renaming ourselves Giga Lobster.
Hey, you're not part of our team.
Good God.
I'm sure the other two would agree to it. We might as well just change our names.
I know Eric would agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just don't want him to.
You can't control us.
It's true.
We are Giga Lobster.
Oh, what's happening? We can keep going, which would mean fighting stuff, or we can call it there. I just wanted to get out like why you guys were important.
I just drank a lot of really strong coffee, and I feel like my heart's going to explode. So if we want to break for some food, that'd be good.
Yeah, I kind of like to have like the whole group to kind of
Yeah.
detox that info.
Yeah. No worries. That makes sense. Hey, thanks for watching. People, friends, anyone at all who watches this, thank you. Really,
It's
thank
me.
you. It's you. Yeah.
It's my mom.
Press.
Hi,
the
Mom.
button. Press the
Hi,
end
Michelle's
record
mom.
button.
I'll do that.
Bye.
Bye.
It's happening. Oh, it's